There is a part of you that you don't show to anyone. I'm not talking about a secret or a hobby. I'm talking about that fracture, that deep scar left by a battle you fought in silence. It could be the mark of a loss, the shadow of a failure, or the echo of words that were once said to you and that cracked your self-confidence. It's the part you hide at all costs. You build walls around it, put on armor every day, and hope no one notices that inside you feel incomplete, damaged. But what if I told you that the universe doesn't make mistakes? What if your greatest weakness, that crack you hate so much, isn't a flaw at all? What if it's actually the exact, sacred place where your true strength is destined to be born? Now, I need you to take a deep breath and challenge with me the most painful idea you hold, the idea that you are permanently damaged. We look at our wounds, our traumas, and see them as evidence of failure. We feel as if we are a piece in a cosmic game that has been broken and therefore lost its value. But that is the human perspective, a vision limited by our perception of time and pain. From the perspective of the universe, a system of perfect intelligence and economy, nothing, absolutely nothing, is wasted. Every event, every tear, every challenge has an intrinsic purpose. There is no waste in the cosmos. What seems to us like damage is, in fact, a design dot. To understand this, we need to accept a fundamental duality that exists within us, the desire of our human self and the purpose of our soul. Our human self, our ego, is programmed to seek one thing above all else: comfort. It craves security, stability, and the absence of pain. It wants life to be a calm, predictable lake, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a survival mechanism. Pain, to the ego, is a signal that something has gone terribly wrong. However, our soul did not incarnate on this earth in search of comfort. The soul is an entity of pure expansion. It does not crave vacations, it craves growth. Before arriving here, your soul designed a curriculum of evolution, handpicking the experiences necessary to learn the lessons it set out to master: compassion, forgiveness, strength, wisdom. And to learn true strength, it had to enroll in the subject of pressure. To master forgiveness, it had to learn the subject of betrayal. The soul does not see these events as tragedies, but as essential catalysts for its own evolution. Pain is not a punishment, it is the tool the soul has chosen to sculpt itself with. Think of nature's most beautiful and powerful metaphor: the transformation of carbon into diamonds. Carbon, in its ordinary state, is abundant, dark, and fragile. It is your potential in its raw state. In order for it to be transformed, it must undergo a process that, to us, would be hell. It must be subjected to unimaginable pressure, extreme heat, and buried in the darkest depths of the earth for a long, long time. It is compressed, crushed, and cooked in a process of pure intensity. If carbon had a human consciousness, it would scream, "I am being destroyed. I am being damaged. This is unfair." But it is not being destroyed. It is being recreated. And when it emerges, it is no longer carbon, it is diamond, the strongest substance in nature, with a perfect internal structure, capable of taking the simplest light and refracting it into a rainbow of indescribable beauty. Pressure did not break it, it organized it. Heat did not melt it, it purified it. Darkness did not consume it, it taught it to shine. That's exactly what pain does to your soul. What you call damage is actually divine pressure that is restructuring your being, revealing strength you didn't know you had. You are not being broken, you are becoming a diamond. So if the pressures of life reveal the diamond that lies secretly within you, the question remains: what do we do with the visible marks that this pressure has left on us? What do we do with the cracks in our surface? The scars that tell our story? Our first reaction is to hide them. But in ancient Japan, there is an art and a profound philosophy that teaches us to do exactly the opposite. It is called kintsugi. Kintsugi, which means to mend with gold, is the practice of repairing broken pottery. But here's the twist. The goal is not to disguise the breakage. Quite the opposite. The craftsman uses a special lacquer, mixed with gold, silver, or platinum powder to bond the fragments together. The result is that the fracture lines are not just repaired, they are glorified, transformed into the most beautiful and striking feature of the piece. The breakage is not an embarrassing accident to be hidden. It becomes the golden map of the object's journey, proof of its resilience. A bowl repaired with kintsugi is considered more valuable, more beautiful, and stronger than it was in its original, intact state. This, my friend, is the divine reason that the title of this video promised you. This is the alchemy of pain. Think about it. The universe, like a master craftsman, allows life, with its sharp chisel, to break us. Loss, betrayal, failure. These are the precise blows that shatter our old perception of ourselves. They break us at the points where we were most rigid, most unconscious. And in the silence that follows, when we are in pieces, we are offered a choice. We can try to glue ourselves together with the superglue of denial and forgetfulness, or we can fill ourselves with gold. And what is this gold? This gold is the awareness you gain by looking within yourself to understand why you are broken. It is the divine resilience you weave as you patiently put each piece of yourself back together. It is the compassion that is born in your heart, an empathy that you can now offer to others because you know the anatomy of pain. It is the wisdom that blossoms, transforming your wounds into portals of understanding. The gold is the light of your own soul, filling the spaces that darkness has emptied. Your soul is that precious pottery. Your heart is that bowl. Every heartbreak, every broken dream, every moment you felt down were not attempts to destroy you. They were the moments when the divine craftsman took you in his hands and began his most sacred work. You are not damaged. You are being transformed into a work of art. Your scars are not your shame. They are the golden seams that prove you were broken and had the courage to heal with light. They make you unique, priceless, and indestructible. So if the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has transformed your scars into veins of gold, you need to understand a fundamental truth. This gold is not just decorative, it is conductive. It pulsates, radiates, and manifests powers that were previously dormant within you. These are not ordinary qualities. They are transcendental abilities, forged in the fire of your overcoming. They are the superpowers born directly from your cracks. The first and most beautiful of these powers is radical empathy. Before your brokenness, you might have felt sorry for the pain of others. Today, you acknowledge it. You have become what is called a wounded healer. When someone sits across from you with their heart in pieces, you'll no longer offer empty cliches. You offer the rarest gift of all, your resonant presence. Your heart, now mended with the gold of experience, has become a tuning fork that vibrates at the same frequency as the other's pain. And your energy silently says, I know, I have been in that dark place. You are not alone, and I am living proof that there is a way back to the light. The second power that awakens is the unshakable resilience. Think back to your worst day, the day you thought the world was ending, that you couldn't take another step. And yet, here you are. You survived. Crossing that abyss has given you a cosmic calm. The small storms of everyday life, work, stress, petty arguments, trivial fears, lose their power over you. You become like an ancient tree, its roots forced to grow deeper with each gale. You no longer fear the storms, for now you know that they exist only to make you stronger. This is not an arrogant confidence. It is the deep peace of someone who has faced the end and been reborn. Along with resilience, the third power emerges, a sharp intuition. When the logic of the world fails, when all your external certainties are shattered, you are forced to look for answers in the only place left, within. Pain acts like a controlled fire that burns away the dry brush of other people's opinions, social expectations, and mental noise. What's left is a clear, direct path to the voice of your soul. Your instincts become sharper. You begin to feel the truth, instead of just thinking about it. You walk into a room and instantly know its energy. You meet a person and your inner being gives you a clear verdict. Your body becomes a divine compass, and you learn to navigate life with a confidence that the rational mind could never give you. And finally, all these powers culminate in the manifestation of the most liberating of all, the pure authenticity. When you've been broken and rebuilt yourself with your own gold, you simply no longer have the time or energy to pretend to be someone you're not. The masks become too heavy, the desire to please everyone dissolves. The fear of judgment becomes irrelevant compared to the pain you've already overcome. The process of breaking down acts like a divine filter, burning away everything that wasn't essentially you, and what's left, you, in your purest, truest, most powerful form. You speak your truth, set your boundaries, follow your joy, and live from your golden core, unapologetically. And in doing so, you become a beacon, giving others the silent permission to do the same. These are not just new traits, they are the sacred tools you have gained. They are the gifts your pain has given you for the next phase of your mission. And so we come to the end of our journey today, but in truth, we are at the true beginning of yours. We have journeyed together through your pain. We have seen how the universal pressure forged you into a diamond, and how the divine art of kintsugi filled your cracks with the purest gold of consciousness. And we have discovered that this gold radiates superpowers that are now rightfully yours. You are no longer the person who began watching this video. You carry within you the map, the matter, and the magic of your own resurrection. So my final message to you is a request, a sacred instruction. Stop looking at your past with shame right now. Stop hiding your scars as if they were proof of weakness. They are exactly the opposite. They are evidence of your courage. They are the testimony engraved in your soul that you faced the darkness and did not allow it to erase you. Starting today, I invite you to honor every piece of your journey. Honoring is not just remembering, it is revering. It is looking at your past self, the one who was at rock bottom, and instead of feeling sorry for yourself, feel deep gratitude for not giving up. And honoring is not a passive act, it is a verb that demands action. You must now use your gold. Use your radical empathito. Be a safe harbor for someone who is lost in the same storm you once sailed through. Use your unshakable resilience to rise to the challenges of life with a calm that inspires everyone around you. Use your sharp intuition to make courageous decisions that align your life with the truth of your soul, not the noise of the world. And most of all, use your pure authenticity like a torch, lighting your own path, and in doing so, giving permission for other souls to shine fearlessly as well. Your superpowers were not given to you to keep, they are your gifts to the world. Now to seal this transformation, I invite you to participate in a final act of collective power. Your story is a survival manual, a testament to strength. And now, I want you to share a page from that manual. Scroll down to the comments section and answer this question. What was the strength? What was the superpower that was born from your most challenging experience? You don't need to tell us the story of your pain. Just name the gold you found. Was it courage, forgiveness, patience, self-love, wisdom? Share your power with us. Let's transform this space below into a living gallery of human kintsugi, a golden mosaic, a collective testimony that pain, when consciously honored, transforms into the purest, most unbreakable power. Always remember, you were not broken, you were forged. Now go and shine.